and welcome to the Noob and Noobcast. I am the Noob James, and I'm your host this evening. We're taking a look at the Guardian's abilities this route. So its first healing ability, Healing Breeze. Looks like you breathe some sort of healing power. Hammer of Wisdom, summon an arcane hammer. Alright, looks to be your friend, and I would assume it attacks. Oh, alright, and I would assume correctly. It just knocks your target back constantly. That's pretty nice. Not too bad, Hammer. It doesn't last too long. It says 30 seconds, but didn't feel like it. Let's try the sword. Impressive damage. And it looks like you can activate it again to do a special effect. That one just kind of did more damage. So Bane Signet, excuse me. Passive, improve power, so you do more damage. Active, knocks down. Let's take a look at one of the elites here. Summon this magical book. Now you're immobile during this. Okay, so there's a little bouncy. Huge cone. Oh, ran out of time on the 5 ability. I'll try to get that one again another time. And so here's the hammer's active. Does pretty large chunk of damage and knocks the target down. Let me throw my little sword, bring him over here so I don't affect anyone else. Do a little whirly twirly. Get out of combat, and let's change some abilities. I'm not going to be able to change that one just yet, and I am still in combat. So I did do all that AoE. Yep, still locked into combat. Gonna take a little run here. And break the leash. There we go. And you also move slower while you're in combat as opposed to not. Let's change the healing ability. Let me get the right order. There we go. Oh, can't change the elite ability just yet. Alright, so the heal blocks attacks while healing. So that short little channel, you don't get hit. Signet of Judgment, reduce incoming damage for the passive and grant retaliation to allies. Retaliation is almost like a Thorns effect. Retreat. And a little protection and some speed. Protection lasts longer, and the speed lasts pretty long. Wall of Reflection, protect a targeted area. So that will reflect incoming projectiles. Alright. Time to change out more abilities here. Whoops, still recharging. It's evident. I'm going to try to take a look at that 5 ability on the elite. Judgment. So it's a cast, and the ability doesn't last too long. Oh! That was beautiful. Such a bright light. Alright, so that doesn't do anything. It looks just like to be a buff for your allies. Signet of Resolve. Heal yourself. I'm not gonna worry about that. Yeah, okay, so there we go. So you heal yourself, get an idea what it looks like. Smite condition, remove condition. Retreat. We already saw that one. Speaking of retreating. So far between the weapon skills and the abilities that we've seen so far, the Guardian seems to have pretty good versatility, whether you want to be offensive, defensive, or play the supporting role. A lot of good control with knockdowns and grabs, and simply just shielding. So far, pretty impressed with the Guardian's capabilities. Okay, so we've already seen that healing. Let's summon a bow. Alright, so it's active. You can actually have it strike a certain area. Oh, it seems to be shooting the ground, but still doing damage. Okay. Oh, alright, so it's healing in the area, but when you do the active, it destroys the weapon. Unfortunately. Alright, so another immobilize ability. Guardians definitely have a lot of immobilization abilities. Stand your ground, so don't get feared, knocked down for yourself and allies. There. Oh, the pull didn't work. That's interesting. Yeah, let's just finish them off to get out of combat. Now, some of these abilities definitely have quite a long cooldown. Alright, while we're waiting for these cooldowns, just a side note, what I've played so far of PvP, Guardians definitely are one of the more annoying classes to play against, because you could be whittling them down, be almost dead, and all of a sudden, surprise, they're at full health, and they're just knocking your ass down, and you're pretty much just waiting for either your help or to be killed by his help. It's pretty cool, actually. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for the elite to come off cooldown. It's right there. Renewed focus. Alright. So purging flames, create a ring of fire that burns enemies. It removes debuffs. And looks like I fell a little short on my judgment there, but you get the gist. So that one will remove debuffs and turn them into buffs. And teleport and burn. Alright, pretty impressive as far as the damage goes. And that made you immune. Oh, and recharging your virtues. So if you end up using your virtues and they're on cooldown for however long, looks like 30, 60, and 90 seconds respectively. And there's the AoE I missed earlier, just to give it a nice little show. So let's get out of combat. Alright, switch these abilities around once again. Wait for 7 to come off cooldown. Shield of the Avenger. So we'll summon a shield to defend. There it is. Alright, it's not really defending me exactly, but alright. So Signet of Mercy improves healing and then revives an ally. Pretty good in the heat of battle. Extremely long cooldown. I probably shouldn't have pressed that. Oh well. Hold the line, grant protection and regeneration to allies. Once again, really short buff duration. Alright, let's get out of combat. Everything's all cooldown, of course. Alright, we got 2 coming off. There's that one's still on cooldown. Yep, alright. So, hallowed ground, consecrate the ground around you, gaining stability to allies inside. So if they're in this area, no knockdown, knockback, fear, stun, none of that. Sanctuary, form protective shelter, prevents projectiles from entering. So rangers, you can kiss the guardian's ass, essentially. He's got his little one pop bubble wrap there. Not too bad. Tome of Courage locks you in place, grants you abilities. It's more of a supporting role, so that's a targeted heal. Ribbon of Light. Didn't do anything. Nice little cone aura pacifism. So we'll release some doves there. And I couldn't get the 5 cast off, but it's going to be a supportive related role. One thing I don't like is that they just lock you in place, so it's not going to be really that beneficial in the heat of battle, because you are still going to take damage during that time frame. Especially when you have a massive book in front of you, you might as well just put a bullseye above your head. I have one more ability to go through. Merciful Intervention. It looks like you just teleport to your closest ally. That trebuchet happened to be my ally. And that's about it. So that does it for the Guardian abilities. Thanks for watching, and check out our other class videos. Thanks.